expectations? ECB going to turn a little bit more dovish?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, I think the main change since 3 months ago, when the ECB first published its latest economic growth and inflation projections, is that the currency is stronger, and that should bear down on its inflation forecast, pushing it close to, but not quite into line with that sort of 1% psychological lower barrier of their price stability mandate. So they will no doubt be dovish in the press conference, and there is a danger of a rate cut, but ultimately we don't think they deliver it today.
What difference would a quarter-point cut make anyway?
Not a lot at all. I think maybe it keeps the currency a little bit weaker, or at least caps any prior strengthening. But beyond that, I think the tangible benefits of it are fairly limited.
Most think we're not going to get any more from the Bank of England either. What are your expectations? I believe you're going for 25 billion on QE, right?
We are. I think an economist consensus would tell you that there's only about a 25% risk of any expansion in quantitative easing. But I think if you were to ask people in the markets, it's much closer to 50-50. And we have seen clients positioning for a move of some sort from the Bank of England. I think QE is more likely. I think if the Bank of England were to cut bank rate or the remuneration on reserves, it will backfire. And I think it would be a death sentence for many households, because what you would see is building societies and banks offsetting this squeeze on their profitability by pushing up legacy mortgage rates, things like standard variable rates and track rates, like we've already seen from the Bank of Ireland. And that would kill household disposable income, and I would probably revise my growth forecast down, not up.
How worried are your clients about negative rates? Just want to get a sense of how this time round compares to previous times.
Increasingly so. I think one thing that Mark Carney will be very welcome when he comes here is coming up with a much more clear communications policy, which he's kind of promised, that it's been shambolic. Mervyn King comes out and sort of plays down the risk of further policy ease and then votes for it. And several MPC members talking left, right and centre, oh, we could cut into negative rates and it's blue sky thinking. This has got a lot of investors really quite worried, particularly given that it could be a real squeeze on the profitability of lenders, who the Bank of England in turn is relying on to extend new loans.
And just to finish up with, nothing from the Bank of Japan, no great surprises there, or what was your feeling?
No, not a great surprise, but I think this is a great test case, which is like you asked a minute or so ago. Will a 25 BP cut do anything? Probably not. Will a 25 billion expansion in QE in the UK do anything? Probably not. The Bank of England's done 25% of GDP in quantitative easing, more than 15% from the Fed and 4% from the ECB. I think I'm running out of hope. I think we just have to grin and bear it, get through the next few years of austerity, and maybe at that stage we'll get back to some sense of normality. But trying to force a recovery that's just not going to come out of it, I'm losing hope, I'm afraid.